So week 6 officially over and in the books for football this week. So now we go into week 7, and something a lot of people don't talk about, but I'm going to talk about it here. And 5 defenses you could stream or pick up this week and plug into your lineup. The number 1 defense, which should be out there after they versus Kansas City yesterday, is the Buffalo Bills defense. They got the New York Jets coming up. And anyone who versus the Jets, you know their defense is going to get points. The Jets just cannot move the football. And Miami, I had them in a few leagues this week, and I had 20-plus fantasy points. So if Buffalo's out there, which they should be in some leagues, because you're not going to play them or stash them versus Kansas City, they're the number 1 defense to pick up for the week. The second defense is Kansas City Chiefs. They haven't done much the last few weeks, but I'm going on matched up based here. And they got the Denver Broncos, who offense still doesn't look that good. Drew Lock last week versus New England, he threw a couple in those. Lindsey looked good in the running game, though, for Denver. But I think Kansas City, they can maybe get a touchdown or a couple turnovers on defense. So they'll be my number 2 pickup of the week for a defense if you need one. The number 3 is Tampa Bay. They surprised me. And like a dummy, I did drop the Tampa Bay defense in one league last week, and they went off versus Aaron Rodgers and that high-powered Packers offense. And this week they get the Raiders. I know the game's in Vegas, but this Tampa Bay defense, they got some big names and big players, and I think they're coming into their own. And honestly, they could be a defense that you ride with the rest of the year. But for the week, I rank them as number 3. They're about 42% not owned in Yahoo League, so Tampa should be there on your wire, especially after people getting worried about them versus Green Bay. The 4th defense of the week that you could pick up, and I see them available in most leagues, is the Philadelphia Eagles. They got the New York Giants coming up on Thursday night. NFC East battle. Well, NFC East this year, I should say. But anyway, they got the Giants coming up, and you know, it's going to be a tight game. The Giants offense, they don't really move the ball that good. Daniel Jones, he has 1 touchdown, I think, passed or thrown in the last 5 games. He always is good for 2 or 3 turnovers a game as Jones. And the Eagles, they're going to come out fired up. It's a must-win ball game for them, for the Eagles. So I would go with the Eagles defense as my 4th streaming defense of the week. And the 5th, the Cleveland Browns. They got a middle-of-the-pack defense, even though the Steelers destroyed them on Sunday. But this week they got Cincinnati Bengals coming up. Joe Burrow, he's been playing well. But honestly, he's good for a turnover or 2. Rookie mistakes, you know how that goes. So I would pick them up for sure. Is the Cleveland Browns defense. You got Myles Garrett, you got Denzel Ward, you got some good players there. Burrow, he could have turnovers. And now Cincinnati, Cleveland, that's the D to get versus Cincinnati. And a bonus defense to get, I don't know if they're there in many leagues, is the Chargers. They got Jacksonville coming to town. And you know, Jacksonville, Minshew, he's going to throw it 40, 45 times. And he's also good for an into or 2, especially when he's throwing the ball that much. So those are 6 defenses you could add this week on the wire, and they should be available in most leagues. Honestly, I don't waste waiver picks on defenses, but I'm always looking to see who's out there to pick up. And this week, you got 6 solid options you could use